And we're live. This is Free and Air Reunion Dementia coming you with another reaction. And first off, I wish I could have done this live, but I said that if I ever get the chance to do a live show while it's being broadcast, I will. And it's still true, but I'm just going to tell you, based on my schedule outside of this, that won't be happening until probably the beginning of next year, after the holidays. At closest estimate. I might get lucky, but I doubt it. Okay. Today is the critical episode 4 of campaign 3. Which aired on Veterans Day. I'd say a happy Veterans Day, but belated Veterans Day, that is. But it is a sorry note. Today we are saying goodbye to the most veteran character on the new party, Bertrand. Well, as we saw last one, and through his different media posts and updates on wikis and stuff, is basically confirmed to be gone. He will be missed. Sorry about that. I just noticed something. I do. We say farewell, Bell, to Bertrand Bell. A true, as I said on many different posts, a true class act. And should probably get into the video now. One quick thing, I will be having some further posts, further videos, and I may have special occasions, but you'll have to wait and see. Oh, one quick thing, one thing that's always interesting to see is Sam's thing. Will his flask honor Bertrand Bell? Will have nothing to do with them, or will it be commemorate, but sort of twist the heartstrings out with a little bit of. Oh shoot! Okay, and we've seen. You can. Hang on.
Across a
camera on the screen. And here we go. Will Travis even be there? What the? That's what it was.
Sit around and play.
There you go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. Before we jump into tonight's session, we do have some announcements to get through, beginning with our first sponsor, Fantasy Flight. Sam?
This episode is sponsored by the latest Terranoth Legends board game from Fantasy Flight, Descent, Legends in the Dark.
My reaction is...
This collaborative dungeon-crawling board game franchise lets players quest along an unfolding campaign while venturing across a vast realm. For 1 to 4 players, this installment features a fully integrated companion app, opening an unforgettable journey as you explore high towers, dismal tombs, dark forests, encounter terrifying monsters, and unlock new skills. And speaking of integrated companion apps, they're all the rage right now. So I took some petty cash. I hope that's okay, Travis. And I paid a team of 14 programmers to develop a Critical Role companion app. And I installed the beta on each of your phones without you knowing.
Wouldn't we need our passwords to do that?
You said it, Taliesin, so whip out your phones and I'll demo some of the features. First off, When Matt changes the lights on the set, our companion apps from our phones will let us know so that we don't miss the majesty of the transition. Go ahead, Matt. Trigger a light change.
Okay.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Matt Merker is changing the lights. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Oh, you know that's not gonna be real. There's no way you pick him.
Don't you think?
You said it, Liam. Another cool feature, when the app hears key phrases that we say in the show, it will interact with the screen in real time.
Oh, God.
Ashley? Oh, I should have prepped a prop. I'll just do it here. Ashley, say this phrase on this piece of paper.
Okay, but I'm going to read it up here if that's okay. Fern makes her way into the battle. Oh, wow. That was very loud and annoying.
You said it, Ashley. And lastly, the monster button is a feature where the user can activate a ferocious monster roar to accentuate big boss battles. Go ahead and press that button right now.
Oh.
And in post, they're going to add sounds. Okay, wait. So it's happening. Wait, we'll cut this part out. And then I'll say, wait, no, that's a glitch. This doesn't work without the sound playing. That's a glitch. It should be a scary growl, not the sound that we're all hearing right now. Don't stop doing that. No, it's not supposed to sound like this. It doesn't work without the sound.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. Hey, if we keep moving our hands, that'd be close.
Only 1 step back.
And they're gonna put in a sound that's gonna
Be realistic, Liam.
make me go crazy. Oh, stop it, guys! You're ruining everything. Anyway, with 46,
We're ruining everything! Let's give production more work!
And then bitch about it. Oh my god.
with 46 pieces of 3D terrain and 40 striking hero and monster miniatures bringing your game to life, Descent Legends in the Dark really is a beast. Oh, stop it, you guys. Just stop. Check it out now at bit.ly/CR Descent. Matt, back to you. Oh, expertly done.
Well done, everybody. Oh, wow. Legitimately.
Are we using that?
We're using it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what we're going to put in. Or maybe we'll just leave it silent.
I know, I kind of want to just like bail on it entirely. The audience will never know.
It's really a great game. It's really fun.
Oh my god.
Big fan of that monster button, though, I tell you.
Oh,
what.
yeah.
I'm into it.
Whatever sound it played was really funny.
Thank you so much for joining us live on Twitch and YouTube. Join in our live and moderated community chat by heading on over to our Twitch channel. Ashley.
Hey! All right. So earlier this week, we launched a special campaign in honor of both past and current members of the military and their families with our long-standing friends at Operation Supply Drop. All CRF donations raised until this Saturday, November 13th, will benefit Operation Supply Drop. Since 2010, OSD has supported over 1.5 million veterans, active military, and their family members through award-winning programs, including Games to Grunts, 76 Operators, and Operation Supply Drop's The Original Gaming Care Package. Yeah. Please consider sharing and making a donation, if you are able, at criticalrolefoundation.org.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Ashley.
Well done.
Laura, you're up next.
Hey, that was good. That was really
Thank you. I still got a little fuddled.
No, you did great.
The bar was low.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Here it is.
Hey guys!
Oh, boy.
The holidays are fast approaching, and we have a bunch
Your
of
nemesis.
holiday-themed merch to celebrate. So get ready. Here's some of the items.
Laura practiced too.
Maybe she shouldn't.
Hold on. All these holiday items are designed by Grace Barrios. New. We have, where do I put it to you?
Yeah,
the
got it.
holiday
Ready?
ugly Christmas.
That's really ugly.
Actually,
It's actually really soft, too,
That's
right?
just right. Oh, my God.
Merry Christmas.
It does.
Oh my goodness.
Next up, we have our Winter's Crest stocking.
Oh, and it's big.
Awesome.
It's big enough to hold a lot of presents.
You can even wear them like socks. if you want to. And then last
Pretty
but
merch
not
about she
least,
wasn't putting her arm through it.
you know, you're like sitting around your holiday stuff and you want to sit in front of the fire and be all comfy cozy. We've got our ultra soft lounge. Hold on, here you go.
Okay, I'll hold
it
this
comes
fire.
with a shirt and a pair of really cozy.
Really
Like,
soft.
I know. Yeah, it's thick. It's like
they
winter.
lined? Are they lined?
They're just really soft.
Here.
I'm keeping this. It's so
Smushy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
And
So
the top has got.
it's really comfy cozy.
Oh, this is like double thick.
Love this.
But we made the top short sleeve because it's thick, so I wanted you to be not too hot, you know. So anyway.
All right, bring it back, you guys. Bring it back.
Laura.
Also available right now, we have holiday wrapping paper, Marisha. Wait, don't give it back. I'm keeping that.
Yo, so pretty.
Look at our look, and our Winter's Crest stocking looks really great with our look.
The purple.
With our look.
I love that.
And that's two separate things. I forgot we're on different screens, but you know. And we've also got washi tape.
Washi tape is what you use to wrap the wrapping paper?
I didn't know that either.
You use fancy tape to use on the wrapping paper, and it matches the wrapping paper, and it's extra decorative and pretty.
That's what she
I also use it for snail mail.
Also for snail mail. Yeah.
Adding a
And
little
then
extra.
we've also got these logo ornaments. Those can go on your tree or from your rear view mirror if you want to. I don't know. And then also, we have an updated version of our Mighty Nine's Weapons short sleeve shirt. You're holding up, Robbie.
I know how to do this.
It's designed by Adrian Helton. And so our last one was made of like polyester, and this one is made of cotton. Ooh. And some spandex, so it fits better.
Oh, that's great. The other ones are still good too.
The other ones are great. These ones are just better.
If you got the last one, screw you.
Sorry. Then you got the limited edition version.
Less than 12.
Oh, updated materials and size specs for a better fit and feel. That's what I said. We expect. Okay, so this is important information. We expect shipping timelines to get more and more unpredictable as we enter the holiday season. You know things are crazy right now.
Yes.
So we recommend ordering before Black Friday for the best chance of getting your items on time for your holiday gift-giving reasons. Oh. I screwed up that line on the screen, but I got it out.
Yeah. You did great.
I understood.
Thanks.
Yeah. Order
Shop early.
Shop early. Shop
All the
often.
places we left the screen at, that was the least worrisome.
So yeah.
So nice.
Oh, God.
Do you want? Yeah. It's so soft.
I want to dye my hair to match it. Oh.
It is a great color.
Like
That's actually
I gotta get away.
Back to you, Matt.
Yes, thank you. I believe that concludes our announcements. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role. And welcome back.
That wasn't bad, but I wanted
Last we
to make
left
another
off,
animated for
this
this.
group of adventurers had come together, spotted for their skills and unexpected camaraderie in the middle of a street battle with furniture by Sir Bertrand Bell. Brought you to a previous employer of his, Lord Erix Esteros, who decided to take you under his wing as possible mercenary clients.
None of them have revived.
Sent you on your first adventure.
And by the
to
time they find the
look
body,
into some thefts that were happening in one of the textile warehouses in which he had interest. Looking into it, there was an individual who looked a bit shifty, and following them as your group scattered into 4+ different directions, you found that they nervously ran to the Weary Way Inn, eventually making your path to that same place, avoiding the phrase I was afraid was going to happen. You made your way to the Weary Way.
Weary Way.
Just in time to hear a scuffle behind a room in which Dennis, the gnome you've been following, was killed by a strange gaunt, pale, dwarven individual, and apparently a number of odd creatures that you had referred to from previous experiences, shade creepers.
Exactly
You did
how we referred to them.
exactly. You battled within this room with this dwarf able to escape, but you had proof and information of who was responsible for these thefts, or at least who within the company was allowing them to happen. And with the body of Danas, you returned to Lord Eric's and completed your mission, though sad at the life that was lost. Celebratory evening was had, you were paid, and a possibility of future work was set before you. You retired for the night back to the Spire by Fire Tavern. Amongst drinks and food, you all went to your various places that night to rest. While Sir Bertrand Bell, riding the high of the first victory in a while, wandered the night, found himself joined by an unexpected individual in the alley. As he lay there, left bleeding and alone, Imogen, a familiar nightmare, came to you. And in the midst of that dark red hellscape, you saw the shadow of a man not unlike Bertrand stepping into nothing. And that's where we left off. So it was Imogen.
Oh, yep.
Do you feel the dream is enough to wake you? Or do you ride
made
it
him
through
go
like you
leave
have
the table.
before?
I feel like I would have woken up from that.
Okay. So, in your room, here in the windowed wall, not that far from Laudna, since there's not a lot of space in the place you're currently staying, you immediately wake up.
Laudna.
What? What's wrong? Are you all right? It's another nightmare. Are you okay?
Question is, when will Travis get I got a feeling Travis might be for extended absence.
Something happened in it, though. I saw someone else. I think it was Bertrand. I don't know what it means. But it's never happened.
What is the feeling that you got from it, Jeff?
I don't know. He looked almost like he was at peace. Like he... But I don't understand how that's possible.
What the heck? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I don't know.
Thing that you got from it, Jeff.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
I hate touch pad lap on that.
He looked almost like he was at peace. Like he... But I don't understand how that's possible. Like, Laudna, I swear that storm is terrifying. Nothing would be comfortable there, and I don't know.
I just grab her hand. Whatever it is, there's an element of truth to it.
Yeah, it's gonna mean something.
There's no denying it. Should we try and find the others?
Do we know what time it is?
I peek my head out, and does Shadana have like a little clock or something, or what I know?
No.
I look at the moon in the sky.
Make a nature check. Nature or survival, your choice.
Nature or survival. What is nature? I'll do survival. Okay, I rolled a 2. So, 4.
You have no idea. You're still in that weird kind of like blinking-eyed
Why is that
dark state of barely out of dream.
There's no windows in this room either.
In this room, no. The windows are at the front of the abode.
I'm just gonna. I don't know. Check on him? Should we check on him? Should we go back to the tavern?
I'd be up for a midnight stroll.
Alright. I'll just get dressed. Just quick throw on some clothes so we can get out and...
Go in and just grab a cup of water, bring it over to her. Here, drink.
It's probably nothing. I just feel like it'd be good if we at least went there and made sure, you know?
Of course.
Okay.
Throw on clothes really quick. Throw on like a shawl, kind of throw it over my head.
Gather your things. You carefully step out into the main chamber. Sedona is not to be seen, probably asleep in her room. And as you step beyond the front door, down the various steps and winding pathways that lead between the clustered neighborhood that is the windowed wall, you come to the main street here in the core spire. And judging by the absence of people, it's probably fairly, you would say, late in the morning or late in the evening or early in the morning. It's in that weird liminal time space where you might be right on the cusp of sunrise. You're not sure.
Let's just back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Retrace our steps. Worst case scenario, maybe we can go and find fresh cut grass in Ashton.
Yeah, knock on his door at least. You know?
That's true. That's true. And I think the other group stayed here as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll head over to them.
Okay, so you head back to the Spire by Fire.
I thought the weary. No, Spire by Fire. Spire by Fire is where they're sleeping. Yeah.
There's a lot of taverns and inns in this town. It's a large town.
Too many Starbucks on this block.
Right. So you head to the Spire by Fire. It is fairly dead for the night. While it is open, you can see that the usual patronage is done. There are a handful of people that are the really the non-functional alcoholics that are here at that early hour or work during the day or work during the night and then finish off their shift at this point and are just kind of in the process of dealing with their life choices. The usual individuals that you're used to seeing here are not around, and you see the different shift worker at the front of the tavern bar is an older human in his kind of mid-60s or so, thinning gray hair that is greased and combed straight back, and he looks like he himself is kind of probably making a pass for a nap here before you step inside, and he welcome.
Hi, sorry. What time is it?
It's probably a few hours from sunrise.
All right. I'm inquiring about Mr. Bertrand Bell, who was sleeping here last night. We were with him earlier. I don't know if you remember.
I do not recall, but
older gentleman, ostentatious clothing. I think it was reds and yeah.
Vaguely, yes.
He has a tab here, and he put a few other people in his room. Could you maybe tell me what rooms those are?
He looks down. You can see he's checking tabs and like nodding and correlating the existence of a Bertrand Bell. But when you start asking for the room, he kind of looks at you oddly. And what business do you have with Mr. Bell?
Well, you see, I don't want to gossip, but he has quite the problem holding his alcohol. So we just want to make sure he's not passed out or in a compromised position.
Make a deception check.
Come on.
That's charisma.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Their spellcaster.
Cocked.
I love shouting that.
Is that real bad?
Should have been cocked.
Should have been cocked. 6. I rolled a 3.
My apologies, but we are not allowed to give out the specific information for tenants who are staying the night for security purposes.
Of course,
I hope you understand.
We will find them ourselves. Thank you so much.
All right.
Good. Play that game.
Let's just head up the stairs and...
Gosh, I feel like I remember them shouting a room number last night, but I can't remember.
Can we... We didn't get a long rest, did we?
Did we get a long rest?
Not yet.
It's amazing. Finding a hotel room.
Bertrand!
Bertrand!
Bertrand! I make sure that it's loud enough that the person downstairs can hear us shouting for Bertrand. If we had your room, Bertrand!
Please, could you not do that?
Sure, if we had his room number, we wouldn't have to shout, you know.
You can wait till morning and
No,
when
we can't, sir. We really can't.
Well, good luck with the attendance then. And he just goes back to the desk and is going to let you go.
Can I check room
Let
4?
them give me-
I feel like 4 was the number that I heard.
Don't knock on 4.
Bertrand? Bertrand?
You hear rustling.
Oh, shit.
No,
Fern?
that's good.
Maybe it's Fern.
Bertrand?
Fern. Oren. Bertrand.
The door
Dorian.
opens and you see a heavy-set elf, hair all a mess, looking like giant bags under their eyes, just go, "What?"
Go up, Bertrand. I'm just move on. Room 3.
We're doing it. Oh, yeah.
15 NPCs, get them ready.
There's a brief pause, and you hear some whispering. Who is it?
Oh, that's not... No,
Never mind.
Do you need change of sheets?
No,
Never mind.
No.
Room 2.
Yep. Well, she does 2. I go
I
5.
think we got case of...
Okay.
Here, just say what...
Room 2, you knock.
That thing.
Bertrand? Are you in there?
Never mind.
Fern? Orem? Dorian?
No response on room 2.
Bertrand?
No response. Room 5, you being the most perceptive of the group, suddenly jump awake at the sound of heavy knocking at the door.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes?
Orem, it's Ladna.
Well,
Ask him what room
Okay,
Bertrand's in.
What?
disturb him like
What
that.
room
Well,
is
like-
Bertrand in?
I think he's 2 down from me.
7 or...
Oh, is it?
I don't...
Oh, I hate it when they do like every other one. And it's
Orem comes out into the hall just in his breeches. What is going on? It's
The two of you have
night.
begun to rouse and wake up from the...
We're looking for Bertrand.
Did you see
For
him?
what? Do you know what time it is?
No, actually.
I come out holding Mister, and his little bow is all
Oh!
smushed. My
Mr.
hair's all
Peters, Carly.
What's happening?
Are you okay?
I don't know.
It's complicated, but we have a bad feeling. Imogen has.
This is so dumb.
It's okay. It's not dumb. It's not.
I just need to make sure he's okay.
Who?
Bertrand.
Who's?
I walk down to the door that I know that he's in, which Liam doesn't know.
Yeah.
But
Is it 2? Is it 2?
No, it's 7.
Oh, shit.
It was going to be your eventual choice.
Mr. Bell, I'm sorry. Bertrand?
No response.
I get out my lockpicking kit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Are you proficient?
No, we've been through this.
Yes, right. So just go ahead and roll. My apologies.
Just a dex. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound
No, that
shitty.
was amazing.
Just a dex.
Just dex check, yeah.
10.
Does not pick it.
Did anyone
Mr.
see
Bell?
him go to bed last night?
Wait, what is this, feeling? You said you had a feeling? What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
I had a dream about him. You're not here.
Yeah, nothing but salmon.
Imogen, she has these senses, and they tend to not steer us wrong.
I've had a dream for a very long time. A very long time. And while it morphs and grows,
it never really changes, if that makes sense. And tonight was the first time I've ever seen someone else in it, and it was Mr. Bell. And I don't know. I don't know what it could mean, but it makes me nervous for him, if that makes sense.
Do you feel like it's a premonition of sorts?
I genuinely have no idea.
I'm gonna go right over the door and rattle it and knock again. Bertrand?
I mean, I left him with you last night. When did you leave with him?
He was with us. He was
What did he do?
God.
I saw him right before he went to bed, or I thought he was going to bed, and I stayed up. I tried to take him upstairs. He was very drunk, and he said he was going to look for you.
For us?
Yeah, something like that. He said he was going to try and find your home, or I don't know. He just said he wanted to
find us.
Well, we were supposed to meet up right in the
He
garden.
insisted. He said he wanted to go for a walk.
While they're all arguing, Orem pats back into his room and comes out with his blade. And,
Did you see?
Get out of the way.
Did you see
Please.
which direction he walked away in?
I'm striking the latch off of his door.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
It's a 19 plus 25.
Go ahead and roll damage.
This is what we should have been doing with doors this whole time.
Just slashing
Just
them.
slashing them.
Who needs
You
a
know,
roll?
in that case, one of those doors.
It takes you 2 hits in succession, but very quick succession, and the knob just falls and hits the ground. And the door opens up in front of you.
Oh, God.
Bertrand?
With the impact, you hear Mr. go.
It's okay.
Creep in.
Doesn't like loud noises.
Oh,
look like
I
he
think
slept
he's
here
just
at all?
nervous.
Looking around, the place is fairly undisturbed.
Is he in bed?
Room's empty. No one slept here.
Is his cane here? His overcoat?
Nothing. Fuck that. I'll look. I'll roll the place.
Okay, make an investigation check.
That is for me. That is 14. 12. Excuse me. 12.
12. Looking through here, the place looks like it had been recently cleaned, though they don't clean a lot. There's still dust gathered beneath every surface.
Is the bed made?
The bed is made and looks untouched.
I mean, he said he wakes up really early, but I think this might be a little too early, right?
No, he wasn't here.
I fast walked back to my room and I grabbed my cloak, my outer cloak, and I put it on, and I'm walking down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Well, wait, hold on. I mean, this is Belle we're talking about. Maybe he's just, carousing.
Sure.
Maybe.
I don't.
I'll get my stuff.
Same.
Did he say anything to you? Anything weird?
I'm sorry, you guys.
No,
Be sorry.
He was happy. He was fine. We sang songs, we laughed, we drank, and then he just said he was I shouldn't have left him.
Hey, this isn't your fault.
We'll find him. Ready?
Which direction did he go?
Well, if he was looking for you guys, maybe
Retrace
we
our steps.
retrace our steps to wherever. Did he know where they lived?
I don't think so.
Well, we were all going to meet, yes, at that...
He knew it was the windowed wall, so he would have headed in that
And
direction.
we were all going to go to the vertical gardens, if you remember.
I think I
He
break.
took off this way, and I'll point toward
the place. I stopped to me.
Okay.
And then for part 1, part 2, at that point, I
So
will
as the
be.
5 of you trek out into the darkened streets of the core spire, wandering through what you assume to be the path someone like him might take when...
Is it still very dark?
It's still very dark. I mean, it's a relatively clear night, and you can see Katha is, partially, not completely full, maybe like 3/4 waxing. So you have a decent amount of white light that's kind of hitting the stones of the street and framing some of the buildings.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up my hand, and 3 little flickering spheres of like lightning energy are gonna come out of my hand and cast like a kind of a purplish glow wherever I send them, to see in corners and.
Cool. You see a couple of kind of dirtied miners that are making their way from the smolder spire kind of react to the sudden flare of energy and just kind of take a wide berth as they walk past the group, but you continue forward. If I could have each of you in the group roll a perception check for me, please.
All right.
22.
20. 20.
19.
Wow.
Okay. As a group, especially when you're driven and working together, you can pick up a lot of detail in the environment. You come upon one person you see slumped at the edge of the gutter, and as you approach nervously, they kind of react and turn and look, and it just looks to be a person who had a long night at one of the taverns and is definitely not Bertrand. Going on for a bit, you begin to second guess whether you're worrying for no reason until you're the first to see in one of the alleys to the right what looks to be a dark shape left about 10 feet back on the ground, vaguely humanoid.
I mean, maybe it just means he's like shady or something, you know? I don't know if I trusted him.
Hold here for a second. I'm going to creep into the alley.
As you approach, kind of going through the motions of stealthy arrival, you feel your heartbeat begin to beat faster and higher up in your chest.
One at this time of year.
Throat begins to close slightly with the eventual reveal of familiar details, as this is indeed a person lying on the ground. They're not moving, but it is indeed Bertrand Bell.
Y'all just see Orm turn back to you all.
I send my lights over.
I start to slowly walk over.
I'm gonna stay back.
I'll rush over to Orm.
With the lights, the crackling, kind of purplish pink energy that lights the space, it is definitively Bertrand. And that brief little glimmer in your mind of maybe he just got drunk and fell asleep sinks into a deep, fearful sadness as you can see the pool of still wet blood that has encircled him and the numerous puncture wounds that are visible on the chest. Oddly, serenely smiling.
Fuck.
Careful. I'll just start scanning the area.
Perception check, please.
I'm gonna go over and try to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. Go ahead and place your hands, and as you touch the body, the first thing that catches you, even though you're still going through the motions and reciting the incantation for the spell, cold to the touch, and as you release that bit of magical energy, no effect.
I put my hand on Dorian's shoulder.
I turn and I grab Imogen's wrist. I don't know. Can I tell how long he's been dead?
Roll a medicine check.
You gotta be fucking me. Natural one.
Oh,
no. Shit today.
I mean, you keep rolling that.
He looks just like me.
Wake up. Switcheroo. Wake up.
His complexion looks better.
Cleared up.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. Numerous reasons. I mean, you
wild.
gather it's relatively recent because you saw him earlier, and the blood is still wet.
They get
a little bit coagulated.
Spell to.
I'm gonna check his pockets.
Yeah, make.
Just.
Yeah, that's one they won't buy.
Take whatever's in there.
Okay. I'll have Travis text you whatever Bertrand had in his pockets.
And I got a 19.
Don't make us laugh.
Scoping there.
Wow, one man's trash.
Still warm.
Come on. Not warm, thankfully.
Just a pocket
How much
full
were
of rollers. Yeah.
19. All right. You do look around in space. You do not see anybody paying attention.
But we're in an alley.
You are about 10 feet into a dark alley.
Yeah. Okay. But there's nothing, no any kind of telltale sign or tracker, anything. I don't think I'm going to find anything, but I'm looking for anything left behind by whoever did this.
The only thing that's visible here is Bertrand and his wounds.
While scanning every inch that I can see in the really dim light that Imogen is providing, I just sweep across them at the end of the alley and I just clock how bumped Imogen looks. And then I just go back to searching, even though I feel like I'm not going to find anything.
Right.
Just keep at it.
So if you want to roll a medicine check, if you want to learn about the specific wounds on his body.
19.
Damn, okay. These are... They're definitively 6 punctures, actually. 6.
You step twice.
About half of them are
Two attacks.
from a stiletto-type knife, and the other looks to be some sort of a rapier.
Okay.
The weaponry you immediately connect is very similar to that which you saw being wielded by a pale dwarf figure earlier in the night.
No, they are. No, he's
You know those wounds because you bore a few with them.
There's a bunch of shallow stabs and one not so shallow.
Are you getting anything?
Came back to finish the job. This was done by the dwarf we found.
How can you tell?
He just lifts up his shirt and you see like the barely closed wounds on his belly. It's the same kind of wounds. Can't be a coincidence.
We can't leave him here.
No.
But if we take him somewhere, then someone's gonna know that we found him here. So is it better to just leave him here? I feel like that's terrible now that I'm saying that out loud. Yeah.
How far are we from Lord Estras's?
Probably about a 10-minute walk.
We have to take him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to lift him up.
I'm gonna use, just in case we run into some guards or something, I'm gonna prestidigitation his clothing so there's not blood all over it.
Okay. All right.
We'll take his cloak and kind of cover it up so he just looks like he's sleeping.
Okay.
We're not far. Let's get moving before it gets too light.
Why don't,
I'll snuff out my lights.
Fern, Dorian, do you want to bring him? And then we can kind of make sure no one else gets too close.
Yeah.
Put him on our shoulders and make it look like he's...
Drunken night out.
Weekend at Bertrand's.
Weekend.
Come on!
Weekend at God, that's so good.
Oh.
Okay.
What did you find?
I found so many things.
Why?
Okay, well,
Oh, no.
he had lots of things
I
on
can only
him.
imagine.
Maybe some of them could be, clues. This looks like a
Travis, you gotta stop.
30-year-old condom.
30-year-old what?
We're going through these. We got some peanuts.
No, we're not.
One of two choices. That's my pleasure.
Give me a peanut.
It's a peanut.
No.
Delicious peanuts.
I do like the icy hot.
The icy hot
TV guide.
TV guide is really good.
I'll leave the rest.
Yes, there's good articles every week.
Asshole.
Yes, definitely Werther's originals.
That Werther's guy out in the Dalian Empire.
What is it like on the set of The Golden Girls?
My God. So, the two of you are propping him up, and the rest of you are running interference as you make your way towards Lord Estras's place. Correct?
Yeah.
While you two still sleep. unaware.
And get a long rest.
And get a long rest.
Yeah.
So, eventually, you come to the exterior of the Estras estate. Knock on the door. After a prolonged wait, you see a very, very tired Evelyn open the door, kind of nightcap on. Hello, can I help?
Sorry.
We need to see Lord Estras.
She kind of looks past and sees the both of you. Right, come in. Leads you inside. This place is already pretty dark and creepy when it is prepared for arrivals. When it is lightless in here, it definitely has that kind of haunted house vibe to it. Evelyn has a single, looks like a handheld candle, but the light itself is just a glowing orb. It is a magical candle that she uses to light as she continues past. Go ahead and wait in the study. I'll retrieve him for you.
Have we been in the study before?
Study's where you fought him.
Great.
Go in there. It is dark beyond whatever light you decide to bring within.
Oh. Send out the lights again.
All right.
Should we set him in a chair? Or?
Maybe lay him on one of the tables.
This is the second body we've laid on this table in 24
someone he knows.
hours.
It's a different table.
Oh, that's right. So dark in here.
Yeah, we'll set him on the table. Maybe Fern, you could maybe the rugs. Yeah, those rugs look nice and soft. I don't know. Maybe you could light a fire in the.
Travis should be doing a reaction for this
Fireplace
video.
catches. There's that warm crackle.
Right now he's got nothing else to
Eventually,
do.
you hear the door open to the study as Lord
Somebody gets
Estras
his
comes in,
character.
heavy kind of nighttime robe, himself having one of those like long Dickensian nightcaps that kind of just over the shoulder, kind of rubbing his eyes a bit as he puts his spectacles on. So Evelyn told me, looks over at Bertrand's body. Right.
We had no other contact. You're the only other person we know who knew him.
This was an entanglement. It came from the job we did for you.
I am sorry. This is gravely unfortunate.
What are the thoughts running through your head right now?
I'm trying to think if whoever is responsible for this is indeed based on the job you did or something mayhaps he was tangled with before.
No, I don't think so. Our friend here found something.
The person we all tangled with found him later in the same day. Like it was nothing. Who's to say they're not going to find you?
Or any of us.
Well, in that case, it would do all of you well to not travel alone. In fact, I would recommend as much of your group as possible. And I would perhaps find the other two as soon as possible. Let them know. For we do not know what sort of danger they are in, either.
This is presumptuous, maybe, but at least tonight, would you permit us to stay here?
Yes. I apologize, but you must give me a moment to clear a room.
Of course. Thank you for allowing it.
Do you know of anyone who would take this personally?
There are many who would take this personally. But I do not know what sort of interpersonal struggles or enemies Sir Bertrand would have made outside of our brief dallyings, in which he was mostly engaged in running.
I'm curious about your enemies. Not his.
I have many. This is an inconsequential. I mean this with all due respect to the dead. But if someone is trying to hurt me through Bertrand, they are a fool. And my enemies are not fools.
We stumble onto something. At your behest, but we stuck our noses into something, and whoever this individual is, whatever he represents, didn't like it. And maybe Bertrand is somehow wrapped up in something, but this ties right back to the warehouse. So if Bertrand's involved, it's a coincidence.
I'm wrestling with my own frustration and regret for unintentionally causing this by getting you involved. It was him that requested work, but none of us knew this would be the outcome. I've seen many in my time pass. Some horrifically. Some by my hand. So maybe I'm a bit numb to these sort of things. But that does not mean the loss is lost on me. I could look to arrange something of your preference for those that knew him.
None of us knew him very well.
Well, speak with Evelyn. It would be a shame to not give him a proper send-off. As to whatever this business is, I do not wish to pull you further into such danger if it makes you uncomfortable. I could look into hiring others to follow this thread with less heat.
I feel like I would like to see where the end of this thread goes now that we've pulled it a little bit.
I don't want whoever did this to Bertrand to get away with it.
Neither do
Come
I.
for us.
We scooped him up. We sort of had his things, and I grabbed his cane and the gambler's blade. I've got it in my hand, and
I would empty that away.
Bertrand put up a fight. I think I'd like to as well. And I'm gonna give the cane.
Takes a second, kind of holds it in his hand a bit, turning it in his palm. Then a fight we shall have. Rest here for the night. Take the time you need in safety. Then, well, follow what leads you wish.
Thank you.
I can keep the rooms here for as long as you need. Taverns are not safe for whoever this is still about. I have many allies that whisper through these streets for me. If anything comes my way, speaking of this individual, I will let you know. But you are welcome to search as well.
Some of us should go get Ashton and letters.
Let them know. I don't know where they're staying. Does anyone?
I remember which rooms they were in. I can go.
I thought they're in the down below.
Crook house.
The Crook house?
Was the Crook house? Oh, yeah, that's right. Maybe Crook house, that's right. I don't know where they are, actually.
I think
Would Imogen and I know where the cookhouse is? Having been here a little
You
bit
would know
longer?
where the Crookhouse is. You would know where the Fonzie Hollow is.
Hollow, you might know.
Which you heard them mention. And so you can go there and search and ask around until you find it.
We were going to also meet up together at dawn.
Yeah, I think maybe the best bet, I don't know, would be to sleep and meet them when we're supposed to and let them know what's happening.
Let them get a full rest.
Rest needed.
As you're having this conversation.
You touch the button, let him touch the button.
I just want to touch the button. The monster button.
Yeah. The Lord Esteros kind of steps over to where you've laid Bertrand on the ground and kind of kneels down, holding the cane that you handed him. Just gingerly places it into his hand and closes the fingers around it and kind of pats it before standing back up and still looking down.
There is too much injustice. We're not pushing back hard enough.
And he turns and leaves the room.
I'm gonna go over to Bertrand and kneel down next to him and just I'm gonna look at his face really closely, stare at it for a while to see if there's anything I can see on him that would connect him to my dreams. And
I have to go watch
I'm gonna
X-Ray.
lean down very close to where my face is on the side of his. And just try to see if I hear any noise.
Looking over him, nothing strikes you as a direct connection to anything in your dream. And you contemplate, and you focus. It's just quiet.
I'm gonna go stand by Dorian. Put my head on his shoulder. It's not your fault.
I know.
Do you?
Mr. climbs over her shoulder and kind of onto yours and just kind of like pushes against you.
I'll give him a scritch behind the ears.
I'm gonna say into Bertrand's head, just mentally, I'm glad the noise has stopped for you. I'm glad you're at peace. I'll go stand by Laudna.
Just give her a big hug. We're gonna figure this out.
I know. I know.
But just wonder what kind of gifts are truly rolling around inside of you. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface. I'm sorry.
I wish this gift would have shown us something sooner.
I know. I know it's a burden. I get headaches just from listening to people chatter out loud. Could only imagine the dumb shit people have rolling around inside their heads.
Bertrand was full of a lot of dumb shit.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Imogen.
Hi, Fern.
Hi. Have you been to that place before that you see in your dreams?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always, I'm always at home in my dreams. And then a storm comes. Have you ever...
Not to... sorry if this sounds rude, but have you lost anyone that you're so personally connected with?
That's the thing, like... I mean, no. Not really. I've told you about how I hear that voice speaking to me, and I've always just... I don't know how I know, but it's my mother, you know, helping me. And, like I always imagined it was her, and I don't know, speaking to me from another realm or something, leading me away, and it was hopeful. But now that Mr. Bell has passed away and he was in the dream too, like, what does that mean? Does that mean...
It could still be a sign of hope, or at least a warning to keep you from getting in the same danger.
Yeah. That's probably what it is.
Through all of that conversation, Orm has been silent the whole time on the other side of Bertrand. Mostly not wanting to speak out of turn and just listening. And looking at Bertrand, and it's really subtle, but he's struck by the fact that 2 days ago, no one in this room knew each other. And he can feel them leaning on each other a little bit. And just notes it and tucks it away.
I'm so exhausted. I'm so sorry we interrupted you guys' sleep.
No, this was very, very important. And, you know, sleeping's for the dead. Oops.
Oh.
Ashley?
You hear this?
Just have really great timing.
You hear this odd noise echo from somewhere in the room. And you all hear it loudly upwards, and you look to the ceiling above, and you see blades in an awkward pattern, all suddenly jutting about an inch or so out of the wood and stopping, and just kind of almost laying there like this spread of sharpened points.
Oh no, is Mr. Esteros? Traps.
Did someone else die just now?
One of the blades gets pulled out, and there's a slight bit of light that comes out. And
sorry, I'm just clearing the room.
And then the next one. And then the next one.
I can help you patch that.
Sure, go for it.
Start mending and patching.
How are you on the ceiling? Do you
So-
just climb up like
full of mud or something?
goopy hands?
I still advocate for
Eventually
that,
the room is
everybody.
ready.
A group name,
Evelyn
the
lets
Bell
you know
Trollers.
Whenever you're looking to rest, it is yours.
We should get some sleep. I know F.C.G. and Ashton are going to be meeting us early.
Yeah, should get as much sleep as we can.
You all right?
I'm all right. Tired. Sad.
Yeah. Get some sleep. Everything is better after a night's rest.
Or a nap. It's gonna be more like a nap.
A long nap. Does it add up? Does a long rest?
Yeah, can we get one if we
Is it
take a nap?
cumulative?
I'll say It doesn't have to be, like, if you all of a sudden wake up in the middle of your 8 hours, it doesn't reset.
Okay.
We'll say between the two, you could eventually get another 3-4 hours of sleep or so and complete your long rest.
That's merciful.
Eventually,
Well, I would say if you will just wake up
after a long, drawn-out evening, physically and emotionally.
They did actual activities.
Killing me.
He was being merciful there.
Notification on her screen. I just wanted to just click it away for episodes.
The dismiss.
Yeah. It's been killing me.
You let
you cookies.
a lot of emails sit, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the weirdest character death I've ever had.
Well.
So, night's rest. Both of you come to consciousness in the cookhouse. As you do, the morning sounds greet you as you begin to kind of pore over the events of the previous day, the successes that you saw, and the events that you have before you. As you begin to rustle and gather yourself, Annie kind of pokes into where you're sleeping.
Annie!
Hey.
Hey.
So, did you get work?
We got work. We got work!
We sure did.
We got work. There's money coming in. I've already dropped some with Milo. I feel like this is going to be an ongoing gig. This has got a feeling. It's got a feeling.
It doesn't feel like anything to me, but it sure could.
They know. They've got a feeling. But yeah, we're going to have...
Great. I love it.
We're going to
have some?
Yeah. Fuck. So, I'm going to throw... what do I got? I'm going to throw like 100 gold in... I'm going to throw 100 gold at Annie, because...
Annie goes, holy shit.
It's a good gig.
Yeah, keep doing this.
We're not necessarily going to be around a lot for a while. Let everybody know. Let Milo know. I think we're going to be having to pull some all-nighters. So
just realize
we're out for an instrument for the Dreamscape audition.
I'm looking forward to it.
How goes the rehearsals?
They're fine.
Yeah? You ready to show us anything?
No.
You sure it's better to rehearse in front of an audience?
That is patently not true. I do most of my work away from everybody.
Okay.
How are you supposed to
That's
perform
fair.
in
If
front of
that
audience?
makes you comfortable.
I appreciate the attempt.
But you will have to play in front of others at some point, and so it's better to do.
When they pay for it.
Okay.
Oh, that...
I will be so happy to pay to give you my honest opinion of what you're working on right now. It'll be great.
I cannot wait.
Me neither.
Thanks, Eric.
You know how to find me. Let Milo know they know how to find me.
Have a smiley day.
Every time.
Smiley fucking day!
Hannah just walks away, both middle fingers in the air.
She likes you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
meet the
well,
new
I think we were
coworkers.
supposed to be there closer to dawn, but knowing these folks, they're probably not even
We're
there
still
yet.
gonna be the first.
Yeah,
And I got an idea. Let's make some friends. Let's pick up some sandwiches on the way. Let's get some like breakfast sandwiches. I got a place down here. Trust me, they're great.
I do trust you. That you still have some funds left over for.
Yeah. I've got some stuff left. I'm not gonna
You're
give
so
everything.
generous this morning. This is amazing.
When you got it, you got to use it. So
that's true.
Dive with it. What are you gonna do?
Lead the way.
I'm gonna go get some breakfast sandwiches for let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breakfast sandwiches.
Okay.
No. Bertrand can buy his own.
Nice.
Okay.
Why?
We'll say that puts you back 3 silver for the full batch.
More like a runny egg. Runny egg.
Yeah.
Some avocado with pepper and salt in there.
Start. All right.
We go to the meetup at.
Window to wall.
Yeah, there's the arch. You guys talked about.
The vertical carpet. Yeah. Good call.
The rest of you wake up briefly caught off guard by the unfamiliar space, that moment of when you wake up in a hotel room and you're like, where am I? This room is extremely dusty, and you can see in the floor the shredded parts of the rug as part of the entryway to it where the blades were set. While the floor is repaired, the rug itself is still kind of jacked up a bit, and kind of glancing at that, you can look up and see there are all manner of like hidden spring contraptions, and get a little sense of the seriousness that Esteros lives under day to day.
Glad it was dark in here when we came in last night.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's booby trapped.
Okay. Well, let's go find our friends.
Good news, I didn't dream about them, so they're probably still alive. Hey.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
You gather your things and head out into the morning light here in Drusar. The evening mist that had gathered around the base of the jungle still sits heavy over the vistas before you, and you can barely see the jungle. It looks like you're sitting amongst these mountaintops high up in the sky. There's just clouds beneath you. But you know in the next few hours or so, this will burn away into a verdant junglescape.
The birds started yet?
Yes, the birds have begun to take to the skies, and the familiar distant chattering of thousands upon thousands of jungle birds can occasionally waft through the air around you.
Orin gives Dorian just a little shoulder check, like a little bump. You okay?
I feel good. I feel, a little angry.
I get that.
Yeah. I want to get everyone together. That's where we're going, right? Do we know how to find them?
Yeah.
You know where we're going?
Yeah, we're going to the vertical gardens.
Oh, that's so nice. Why did you look down when you said that?
I just look away every time I say it because it means so much to me.
That's what I thought.
I'm just really practicing that kind of acting when I'm speaking to the person I
Hey, look at
We all love waiting for Goffin. We just love waiting for Goffin.
I have been.
Oh, I just aged.
Yeah.
He's been giving me extensive notes on.
So you two have been waiting there for quite a bit, holding a handful of sandwiches and dodging the occasional cluster of birds wandering overhead until you see the rest of your troop approach.
Oh, you're awake. Okay, that's good. I have food for everyone. We can start out fresh. Everybody, their sandwiches. Good morning.
Bertrand's dead. Sorry, I probably should have.
Dead tired?
No. Dead.
I feel kind of bad for not getting him a sandwich. Is it because of this stuff, or is it other stuff?
age?
No, it was old stabbing.
New stabbing.
Hasn't changed in 2,000 years.
But old stabbing.
It wasn't because of what happened last night, right? That wasn't. Was it?
Talk to Orin.
Orin thinks so.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that he had a run-in with same kind of weaponry.
Fuck.
Are you all okay? Were you involved at all?
No.
Just.
But we found him.
I think he was out for a walk, maybe. And we think that they found him.
The ones that we fought?
Yeah.
Imogen had a nightmare in the middle of the night. Clued us in.
Is that you do that? That's a thing. Okay, I'm putting
Apparently
that away.
that's a thing I do. I don't know.
Well,
often.
Nightmares? Very often. Premonitions?
Yeah.
No. No. I gotta go back and think about all the dreams I've had. To see if anything. I don't think so.
has anybody else thought about the fact that that means that we might be on a list somewhere?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. And so we're all going to figure this out, right? This
Yeah.
is what we're going to do.
Yes, Lord Esteros, we went and saw him last night after we found him. We didn't know where you guys were. Otherwise, we would have gone to you two immediately.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, we live in the Crook House,
Right,
which
yeah.
is in the Fonzie Hollow.
I'll write it down.
The
We
Fonzie
just
Hollow.
figured by the time we found you, it would be time to get up.
No, I'm happy for the sleep.
But Lord Esros has kindly said that we can stay at his house for as long as we need to keep safe.
All right.
Well, that's mighty kind of him. Is everyone all right? You know, shock like this can be traumatic for folks like you. Does anyone need to talk about it or cry or anything to get it out?
Can he cry?
It's not the first person I've worked with who's died before. I mean, this is kind of a thing that happens in this field, right? Like really, that's kind of the dream. Old and in shape, that's when you want to go. I mean, it's practically a win. Or in the long run of things.
In the short term, we have targets on our backs, probably.
Astros thinks we should stick together for the time being.
And I think the question is, do we want to sit and wait, or do we want to figure this out?
I want to go back to the hole.
The hole?
Where the shade creepers
Is this like an evening beat?
Oh, yeah.
Or
The weary way.
is this just like
Why did you look down when you said that?
or even just sub beat?
It's dramatic.
Sure.
There are
Look people in the eye.
Being here for 3 weeks.
Oh, fresh cut. Have you ever had a Werther's original?
I haven't. Is it? Where are you going to put
I know
it?
you only have copper, but I feel like it's the same type of thing.
It's true.
I'll try one.
If this breaks them, I'm going to be so upset.
I will mash it around in my jaw area. Do I get any nutrition or any flavor from it?
Break a metal cog.
Even if you weren't an automaton, no.
Please
Wow. That's not true. They are very tasty.
You just burned the Werther's bridge.
That's fine.
Feud against the Werthers?
The best thing that ever happened to
Everyone loves feuds.
We already pissed off Tootsie Pop Owl guy. Next up is Werther's. One by one, we're plinking them off.
Somewhere there's a fellow with a straw hat going,
Why do I hear my Twitter going off?
Nobody's tweeted Werther since 43.
To that point, Dorian, your sandwich is gone.
Wow. What a tangent.
Dorian, your breakfast sandwich is gone.
What happened to it? Did I eat it?
No, you took a bite.
I'm just disassociating right now in a really big way.
Like you took a bite, and listening to this conversation, you realize it's gone.
Oh.
What happened to it?
You look down on the ground, there's Mister sitting there with crumbs all in his mouth. Just
Mister!
Do you know if he actually even gets anything out of that? Doesn't it just sort of burn up?
just ash and smoke come pouring out the side of the mouth.
I mean, I give him treats all the time. That's why he's gotten so round. He's my little roly-poly.
Oh, this is
Do you think Mr.
Ashton
would like
and
pate?
I think you would
Fresh
like
Cut Grass.
pate.
This is
Okay.
Mister, come here.
first time meeting Mister.
I have a friend for Oh!
You watch as this monkey just bursts into flame, and it's just like this small elemental beast of fury as it goes and grabs a flaming pile of Mister.
Yes.
Oh no!
Puts it at the ready.
No.
Can you believe this, Pate? I know, so rude.
I'm gonna give Pate some pets. Hello, Pate. Oh, you're so sweet.
Pate just nuzzles on.
Drops the flame seed and then comes over and pushes Pate out of the way and gets under your hand jealously.
Okay. This might be a bit much. I'll put him back in under my cane.
Oh, just want to be friends.
The flames eventually subside.
It's okay.
If I may, I've seen people grieve in a lot of different ways, and this is just a little bit new to me. Are you okay, both of you?
I think so.
This is just how I am.
All right.
I
I pick up Mister and put him back under my cape and nuzzle him back in.
Orem looks up at Imogen. This 24 hours has a lot of range.
Yeah.
I can't give you the rest of my sandwich. It's too good.
Me? Imogen already shared, but then she unshared. She gave, and then I reshared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just gave you the whole thing, and I was just. I know, and then
You got an extra sandwich. I knew I should have gotten an extra sandwich. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm not going to finish mine either. I eat like
Why
a bird.
does everyone think I need so much sandwich?
It's just, you've been through a lot.
No, we've all been through
You've got the hunger guilt.
Orem has the bottomless stomach in this group.
That was one time. Thank you.
I saw what happened.
I hand half of my sandwich up as high as I can. It's probably not quite high enough to Mister. Here you go, buddy. Here. Here.
It takes but a second before it's snatched from your hand.
Just a hand popping
Yep.
up.
And the rest of it just pulls it under the cloak, and you see the cloak just kind of moving.
Thank you, Arnold.
I'm 3'3". I break my half into quarters and I put one into my
Oh yeah, that probably that sandwich is probably so.
Yeah, when I got it, I was like, whoa.
Subway breakfast.
That's a week's worth of food.
I know we're going to Denny's. Come on.
Alrighty. Oh no. You've had your breakfast? Where are you off to?
Everyone had a plan.
We're
Somebody
going
had a
back
plan.
to the Weary Way Inn.
The Weary Way.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Return to the scene of the crime.
There
It's
you
always
go.
a smart.
You head back to the Lantern Spire, into the Weary Way Inn, and it's early in the morning. It's busy, but mainly just patrons before they head off to work, just kind of getting their day started. A lot of hangovers, but the place is yours to explore.
As we walk up, can I look up at the balcony to the room that we were in?
You can. That was on the back side of the structure in the alley behind it, but you can go ahead and head around that way if you'd like to.
I'll just sit and take a peek up in the balcony, see if I see any change.
Okay, make a perception check.
New customers.
Oh, God damn it. I've never rolled above 10.
Worst.
All game. 12.
12. Glancing up, nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Okay, I'm going to meet back with the others.
Okay. You head inside, and there you can meet the same female orc tavern keep who runs the establishment.
Hi there.
Morning.
Morning.
What you need?
We stayed here recently, and and then we tried other places around town, and we didn't like any place as much as we liked it here.
That's what I like to hear.
We're wondering if the room that we visited is available now. It was just perfect. It was like in the back. It was private, and this is sort of like an old friend reunion, and we're just looking for to get away from the crowds.
What room is that?
It was room.
I feel like I was like, man, no, I said this earlier. It was
clearly room beep.
11.
You describe the space and recall the number of the
Yeah, it
room.
was on the back corner. It was
Trash,
right on the corner.
furniture was
balcony outside.
Still currently occupied. However, whenever they check you out of the room, you're welcome to pick up from there.
I see. Okay. We'll probably stay somewhere else for a bit. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
What are you called, by the way?
Oh, me? I'm Kamala the Maven.
Kamala the Maven. That's
How'd you
cool.
earn that name? The Maven part.
By
Being
taking
the
care of
Maven of
folks
this
as they
place?
come in here and get fucking drunk.
Okay.
Well, pleased to meet you.
Just call me Kamala. That's good.
Yes, ma'am. So, we can't go up there? Is that right?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go see if they're gonna clear out soon.
I mean, they said it was still occupied, but it was occupied by the people that we
We know it's
Let's go
outside.
talk. Yeah. Let's go talk.
And figure out where we're gonna stay next.
I'm gonna just go up to the outside of the room.
Okay.
And away from everyone else. And just, oh God, don't fuck me again, please. And I'm just gonna open up my mind outside of the door and see if I can sense anyone in there.
Okay. Go ahead and make your saving throw.
Self-inflicted wounds.
Okay, good. That's great. I definitely passed. I rolled a 15.
Yeah, you're fine. You can sense a few minds in adjacent rooms, but that room is currently empty of any sort of intelligent mind.
Great.
The rest of you said are coasting around the back alley?
Sure.
Oh, sure, I'll meet back up with them.
Okay.
Is the door as busted up as we left it, or is it fully mended? I forget if Laudna fully mended it, or...
You mended it enough to close it, and it looks like it's left as it was.
Can I just see if it's unlocked?
You go ahead and push for it, and it appears to be unlocked.
I'm just gonna
Excuse you.
go in and walk straight out onto the balcony on the backside.
All right. As you all kind of curve around to the back alleyway, looking up, you can see the door open onto the balcony, the one on the right, and you can image it.
Someone's there. Kill her. Just kidding.
I do that.
It's left as it was. You can still see the burn scuff marks on the wooden floor where the shade creepers had burst into flame and then turned to ash. The ash pile's still left in those little scarred spaces. Where you've tossed in the furniture's been ruined and destroyed, and the cabinet that was bashed into pieces still remains left as it was. This room is as you recall.
All right. You guys can come on up. I don't know. Can you hop up?
Orm does just a little bit of a squat, and like a flea goes, and then one arm catches the bottom of the balcony, and then you watch as he grabs and then flexes his little tiny abs, and he just rolls up.
Wow.
Stands next to
That's really amazing.
shoes.
Shit.
Wow.
Do you mind giving me a lift again?
I'm just gonna keep a lookout and make sure there's no guards visible watching us do it.
Yeah, is anyone on the street down with us as well? I'll just look around and see if there's any folks watching.
I only rolled an 11.
I rolled an 8.
Rattles over the railing down to the ground.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Princess flying Laudna up once again.
Thing. Did you say you dropped a rope?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Okay. You all, those who wish to make it up onto the balcony,
I'm gonna
looking
do a
through.
mirthful leap.
Go for it. He's in. And one big jump. Glancing about, you do not see anybody specifically paying attention to you, but there is the sound of bustle and businesses that are adjacent to the establishment that are now coming to life as the day continues.
I'm going to untie the rope and I'm going to pull it back up so we have it there.
Okay.
We're gonna investigate.
Yeah.
And
Go back to
specifically
that.
the
What
hole.
happened here?
It was under that desk in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as you spend a moment in here, you can see that some of the furniture has been moved. The broken things have been sifted through. When you were leaving, it was as the sound of individuals making a path to the room you were at from hearing the scuffle. So you do get the sense that this room at least has been discovered in disarray, though nothing's been done yet. It leads you to believe that you are essentially in the middle of a crime scene.
Great.
But looking over to the space where you saw the original opening, that similar pathway that descends in between the walls still remains, about 1.5 feet wide. And it kind of curves into the wall and then drops.
Whoa.
I'm just looking. Can't see much.
Do you want to hold on to his pant?
You need some light?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh,
you got?
No, you've got. If you,
after
please,
you.
feel free.
I want you to do your special things.
No, I want you to do your special
I
things.
only have an item, but it's probably not as cool as what you were.
Mine only goes 120 feet.
That's pretty good.
I'm just gonna light up my balls. Send him down the shaft.
The classic cantrip, Imogen's Ball.
This is the high fantasy you've tuned.
They drift inward, and where the space is between the walls, with the light in there, and you kind of glance down, you can see the space is very tight. And like you could fit in there, uncomfortably so, and drop down. And then you can see where the in between space hits the floor.
Oh, it's tight even for me.
To get between the two, you're basically between the equivalent of drywall. Like there are two wooden elements to the chamber below, wherever the rooms are below, and there's a gap maybe about that wide. And so you're having to for you to drop down into it if you wanted to.
So no one's following me if I go down there.
No.
But wasn't the dwarf that we were fighting, wasn't he bigger than you, Orem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just saw the
shadows were
creepers come
squishy.
out.
Yeah.
We got
Shade creepers could
on
fit
the
in here probably. And with the light, you can play. Make a perception check actually.
in the Pokeverse, no one's more
Double 18s for 22.
Alrighty. Looking down amongst the center space between the walls, the kind of basic stone floors that they're set and built upon, there is a section of stone a little off to the right of where you're looking down that it looks like there's a burrowed hole or an opening that descends deeper past the foundation.
So structure and then something burrowed up into the structure.
Correct.
But no one's getting down there except maybe me.
Maybe, yeah.
Orem,
Shit.
does it look like it could connect to the outside wall, to the foundation, if we tried busting through from the outside?
It's kind of, I pulled back out of there. It's kind of hard to tell. None of you guys are getting in there, not even you. Maybe me. It's tight. I could go down and see if there's another way to get to it. We could tie a rope around my waist.
What if this is okay? I've seen you do some things where you've crickled and crackled and made yourself into a certain way.
I've got really terrible joints.
Yes. Do you think you could... I just don't want you to go alone.
I've seen you do things where you turn into other things.
Yeah, a crab.
Oh, well.
That's true, too.
That's true as well.
Or your snake. Slither right on in.
That's true.
Or you could send Pate.
Pate can't get further than 6 inches from my fingers.
Gotcha.
Not yet.
Underachiever.
Yes. Working on.
What do you think?
Is it worth it, Orem? Is there anything down there that makes you think?
I don't know.
Might as well try.
I don't know. But you guys strike me as a pretty formidable little group. You'll yank me up if you need to. If I have Fern with me.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
If I have Fern with me, should be all right.
Yeah,
Here.
of course. It's just a spooky hole that creepy monsters crawled out
Full
of.
of pretty powerful little guys.
Take this.
What's that?
It's my rock chisel.
Wow.
Nothing fancy, but it is designed for chipping through rocks.
Suddenly, Lavna's got like. That's more appropriate.
Where's your face?
And take this too. Ding! I'll flip you my coin of delving.
Whoa.
It shines just a dim light within 5 feet of you. And if you get to a deeper hole, you can just toss it down and it'll make a sound that gives you like a sort of an image of what's
ping?
yeah, like a ping.
That's cool.
Wow. But then I don't want to lose it.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, well, I'll hold on to it.
money means nothing to me, so.
And, if you find something of value, knowledge, in the first, few minutes, I'll be able to tell. You can let me know.
Oh, okay, right, because you're you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take the sash from around my waist, and I put the coin here, and I rap a couple of times so I have a little light.
Fantasy headlamp.
Forehead, a headlamp.
That's pretty cool.
Tie it tight, and I've got your hammer, and I get the rope around my waist. I feel silly. Let's go ahead and do this.
You look silly.
What are you going in as?
Yeah, I'll go in as the snake. I'll just drop
Okay.
and then sort of float up.
You've got it. So, are you sticking to Orem, or are you going
Are you
separate?
going down? I'll just hit him with a quick guidance.
First or me first? What's better? I'll go first.
Because I feel like you can communicate. I just can listen, but I can understand.
I'll go first.
I'll hit you with just a little guidance and wish you well.
I hand the rope to Ashton.
Got it.
Okay. Here we go.
Good luck.
That's the last thing I saw, and I.
He's doing mime escalator. We'll never see him again.
It was like the haunted mansion. It was like, oh god.
So as you squirm your way in between the two walls and slowly get to the floor with your feet finding purchase on what is the foundation of the chamber, you're about 1.5 feet to the right of you is where the continued burrow hole goes downward. Are you going separately or along with Orem?
Along with Orem,
Okay.
but just a little behind, so I'll stick my head down and then realize I can't really do what he did, so I'll just wiggle the rest of my body over and just...
Not enough to do damage. You're light enough where it wasn't an issue, but you do a little clumsy, but nobody saw it. You're fine.
I'm just thinking, going, Imogen, I don't know if you can hear this.
I can.
Oh, okay. It's a big mole hole down here.
All right. Anything dangerous?
Not as of yet.
All right.
I'll go further.
Okay. So you go and approach the edge of this hole. It does look roughly carved, burrowed to a certain extent, and if you want to make an investigation check to look over its make.
Sure, Fern. Stay close.
You can also you can use a bonus too because you're still.
You do have guidance.
You have guidance,
so.
If you need.
How long does guidance last?
I think it's a minute.
So guidance is
extra D4.
D4. I'm gonna need it because that was a low roll. 7, you said investigation.
Yes.
Shiny balls. That is an 8.
Hard to tell. It doesn't look smoothed, but you can't really make out what created it, how long it's been there, like none of that. It's just hard to make out.
Talking to the snake. Came this far. Do you want to go further? Flick once for yes and twice for no. Okay. There's the boss. And start to move down the burrow a bit.
Okay. The burrow goes straight down.
Yeah. Oh, straight down.
Yeah. It's in the ground, like it's a down.
Okay. Imogen, tell Ashton to get a good grip on that rope.
Ashton, hold on tightly.
I am.
I know you are. That
It's
was coming
literally
straight
all
from
I'm
Orem.
doing.
That was coming
I'm
straight
like,
from Orem. I believe that you.
Don't backseat rope hold.
I apologize, Ashton.
No, I'm angry at him. It's okay, not you.
Fern, I don't want you to dump down this hole like you did down here. Why don't you wrap around me like a belt?
Oh. Could have been a necklace.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'll just slither up
A sash.
and sort of go around him a few times.
You got it, Simon.
And then maybe up, put my head up on his shoulder.
Okay.
She's massive.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I look like the Michelin Man.
It's very big.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start to
This is very like
lower it down a little bit at a time.
it's very Ray Stans in Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
With this shining coin.
Yep. As you begin to descend the rope, the air in here, I mean, all between the walls in here is pretty stale, for the most part, untouched air. There's no draft. Within this hole, there is a slight temperature change and just a faintly warmer. And the smell is, it's earthy. Make a perception check for me.
18 and a 19 for a 23.
That was really good. There is also almost like a charcoal smell to the space.
But it's still just a passage down
Yeah.
There's nothing. Okay.
Straight down. And like as you begin to go, how long is the rope?
50 feet.
50 feet. You get about 30 feet down, and it's still just dropping. And still dropping. 40 feet, and then you get to the end of the rope, and there you are dangling, looking down into this abyss, about 2 feet wide, that just continues to descend.
But still walls to my left and right, so it just keeps going.
It just keeps going.
Hasn't
straight.
opened up, okay.
No,
I'm gonna
it's just
slither
going down.
his body and wrapping my tail around his ankle so I can just get a little further to see.
Okay.
Try to see.
Make a perception check.
Oh, my forehead down.
Yeah, with this headlamp, it does help.
Oh, yeah.
This head coin?
I use mine, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Nobody else can see it.
I know what it is first. Yes.
23.
Oh.
Was it?
23.
23.
And I have blind sight.
Yes, you do. You see very clearly that this just continues on to the very edge of your visual range, straight down. With your perception as well, you can see on the walls around you, they look burrowed and carved, but you can see all manner of claw marks. Like these have been climbed and skittered up through. Numerous times.
You okay, Fernie?
I'm gonna kind of get close to the wall and taste a little bit of the claw marks. Try to see what I can taste.
The claw.
Using the same perception roll, it tastes like the edge of a dirt wall. You don't pick up anything specific. It isn't, the palate isn't so strong that you would pick up anything particular than just the makeup of the wall itself. But you can now say you've tasted a clawed wall.
Kind of slither up and come back to his shoulder.
How did you just said the coin.
Yeah, if you drop it,
You said if I drop it, it
it
gives
will make a
visual?
sound and tell you exactly how far, how deep.
Yeah.
Bats.
Okay, yeah. Well, shoot. All right. Stick in close, Fern. I'm about to lose visual.
You drop it, and looking down, you can see the glow of this tiny little bead of light. You see it shifting slightly as the air shifts. You can see the tunnel kind of turns slightly, and so you can't see it anymore. There's some sort of a shift or a curve to the drop, but you still don't hear anything.
What?
What?
And you went. It just went like, just out of view, but you haven't heard it really impact anything.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. I just dropped Letter's coin.
Because he's gonna tell you when it's gonna drop.
It's going around a corner? All right.
And you wait.
I spoke too soon.
Okay. Wait.
The magic of this lets any creature who hears the chime determine the distance it was dropped based on the coin alone. So you and Fern immediately, magically understand that coin dropped about 1,200 feet.
Oh! See, that's why I started talking to you, because
I'm
it
going.
kept going.
But anybody that heard that sound also knows how long it dropped?
Mm-hmm.
So if there were any creatures 1,200 feet down that heard it, would have known that something was in the tunnel?
Yep. Or at least something
dropped
and made a noise.
Okay, what were you saying, Arun?
Thank you.
Fraggles?
Oh.
That would be the cutest.
That would be.
Yeah. He just came up, scurrying up the walls and
little dozer
devoured Fern and Orm.
Death by Muppet. Oh man,
that's the worst way to go.
Okay, tell Ashton to start hoisting us up.
I think
they need help coming back up. If you can-
Fast or slow?
Fast or slow?
Slow to medium is
All right.
probably fine.
Slow to medium, he said.
Yeah.
Just doing a nice hoist.
At the size of your friends and your strength, you don't even have to roll for it. You're fine. You manage to guide them back up through the wall. You kind of like, scuff against one of the edges, and you can see there's like an awkward iron nail that's sticking out from one of the wooden walls that almost catches you, and you kind of push away. And then you get lifted back up, and then out of the hole in the side of the wall that delves into the wall, and you're now back amongst your friends.
Welcome back.
Okay, I thought maybe, I don't know, underground passage or sewer system. I'm new here. It just went forever, well over 1,000 feet. I lost your coin.
Oh. Okay.
You said it'd be okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But it is okay, right?
It's totally fine. Yep.
I feel like maybe you're not okay with it being
I'm
gone.
fine
even
with
though you
it.
said
It
you
was
would be.
it served its purpose, so it's good.
I'll drop one.
Oh no. Was it a special coin?
Did it have sentimental value?
Oh, I mean.
Was it from a dead friend? Was it from one of your other dead robots?
It was.
Sometimes it really is from somebody that's dead.
It was from somebody who's dead. Yes,
Oh.
it's from Dancer gave it to me, but it's all good. It's fine. It's
We'll
fine.
find it
It's
again.
interesting. I've never seen them make this face before, which is amazing because your face can barely make any face.
You
That's
do
really
look sad.
impressive.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, we're all a
Well,
bit
well, the
grieving
McKill-
right now from Bertrand's death, right?
Yeah.
You all are feeling sad about that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't get that
Yeah.
impression before.
Yeah, we're feeling sad about
No one did. No one really did.
Well, this is one other thing to be sad about.
Well, if we ever go down there, we could find it. Again.
Absolutely.
And,
Now we just have to get down there.
Yeah.
Orm just starts rifling through his packs and pulls out a little sack. I don't know how much that is worth, but it seems like the sentimental value must be high. Here's take 200 gold if you're hungry or if you need to buy
No,
something to replace
I'm good.
it.
Thank you. No, honestly,
I really insist. I really feel bad.
It helped
about
you. It helped you down there, and it was for your safety, and I'm happy that you used it. That's what it was for.
We needed to use it,
Not
for
even
sure.
kidding.
All right.
Do I know if the lantern spire is hollow? Like, what is inside the lantern spire?
Make a history check.
Good. Nope. That's a... God, I should bring my glasses more often. That would be a thing to do. That is a 6.
A 6.
So, like...
You have no idea.
I don't know what's inside the...
You do know that there are carved tunnels through most of the spires. That is how the sewage itself is channeled and then deployed at the base.
Sure.
In muck piles.
Like, I know the core spire, the lantern spire is not really...
Yeah, you don't spend a lot of time in the Lantern Spire. You've been through a number of times and you've done some business here, but you've nothing particular.
Did anything strike you when you were exploring?
Well, it's completely dark down there,
Mm-hmm.
and those things clearly dug
Climbing
their
up
way
from
up.
there.
Yeah, they must be able to reuse it, and I think they might have dug it, and it just dropped for an impossibly long amount of time and then curved, and your coin just must have just swung around. I don't know how that thing works.
Did you hear it hit solid ground or water?
That sounded like stone, yeah? Well, we would know.
You wouldn't know
It
if
would have
it's
been a
a-
ting,
it
so
would
it
be a
wouldn't
ting,
have been water. It hit something solid.
What if it did kind of feel like the wind kind of just took it?
Like there are drafts down there?
Yeah, so maybe if we jump, we'll just get into a draft.
Oh, I was going a totally different direction.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's a good plan at all.
No, okay.
I mean, maybe if we had some sort of mountain climbing utility, we could.
I won't make that joke.
There is also, I'm sorry.
No, go.
No, I
No,
don't want
go.
to interrupt. I've already been so rude.
You have?
I've been pressing you about your dead friend.
That's what you do. It's fine.
How did she die?
She was eviscerated by an unknown monster.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. With your other.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Horrible.
Yeah.
terrifying.
I really think you should take the 200 gold. I mean, I feel terribly.
Buy things. It's fine.
But I thought you like it's metal, right? So
they're just gonna give it to me. It doesn't matter.
I will just give that
will
to
you.
you.
Hold this 200
Fuck
for
yeah.
them?
A beholder has
Will make you feel better?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
One of them is very big.
What I was going to say was, Imogen and I know of another entrance into
The Shade Creepers.
lair tunnels.
Oh, really?
They were different. They were different. They looked alive. These ones are less, explosive.
How do you know about that?
Well, when we first met Shidana, our landlord.
It's our first night here.
Our very first night. She kept having issues with creepy things in the middle of the night, stealing things, and tenants complaining about weird feelings and nightmares. And we discovered a similar hole like this behind one of the beds in the guest room.
That you could fit into?
We couldn't fit into it. No, we never went down it.
Okay.
But it's still there.
We blocked it off, is all.
Got it.
But we know where it is.
What did it smell like?
Would we remember what it smelled like?
You didn't really delve that deeply into it at the time.
It smelled a lot like charcoal or something down there.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it they mine here?
I mean, do they mine the Lantern Spire? I thought it was just mostly
Lantern
just
Spire, no. The Smolder Spire is where the majority of industry of that kind that takes place. And you know the Smolder Spire because it's the one that emanates numerous streams of black and gray smoke from different buildings and operations that tends to mingle with the mist sometimes and cloud other districts, and people complain about it constantly.
Yeah, this is like a tourist district. It just don't come here.
Is that visible from every spire?
For the most part,
yeah. Okay.
I mean, these spires are so tall.
This one's
How tall is this spire?
Which one, the Lantern?
The one that we're in right now.
Yeah, the Lantern Spire is the shortest of all of them.
I don't know. Laura doesn't know
Right,
the
right.
math of what feet equates to tallness. Like
No,
1,200 feet is fucking really high, right?
Yeah. That's probably for this spire in particular, it's near its base, if not deeper.
If every
Right.
flight of a building is like roughly 10 feet.
But
Right.
at night, it's got a big, like 7-story tall flame that, like, it's like a giant.
Maybe all the
know what
spires
they-
are connected.
I mean, yes.
Or that could have been an old, poop chute that they used.
It's true.
What do they burn? What do we know what they burn?
I don't actually know what they burn here.
To light the spire?
You don't know?
I don't know.
You said if it is like a coal chute or something.
Maybe we head to the base and then we see what we can find.
What are our leads here? What do we got?
Yes.
Did we already search this room last night or yesterday?
I agree with fresh cut grass. I feel like we should understand.
Rolls off the tongue.
It does. I'm not certain what our goals are here. I mean, the shade creepers, these creatures that you know. Do people in this city know of them? Are you the only ones that know
No,
of them?
people know about them, but I'm telling you, these ones that we saw, they're not like the other shade creepers.
Yes, it's
Right? They're not
Yeah, you
like
haven't.
shade creepers.
What you know of them and heard around. They're a nuisance, almost like a fey myth of thieves that come in the night. Some people use them as a way to scare children, but rarely are they ever seen. This is the first time you've ever. I mean, and they exist in other places in the world and Marquette as well, but what you battled the other night was a whole different experience.
Yeah, these are special ones.
That hole must have been where they came from.
Well, it also seemed like the dwarf had some sort of control.
Yeah, absolutely. And finding that entity is probably more important than finding his little minions, right?
Right, I just thought maybe if we find the minions, we find the master.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Do we know much about, where the dwarf? Like, are there other dwarfs like him here?
Well, so we swept this area, right?
I mean, we can look
Did
again.
y'all look at the area where you found Bertrand's body to see if there was any clues or?
Yeah, I searched pretty extensively.
Okay.
Did we look for like footprints leading away or anything?
Yes.
And Lord Estros said that he was going to ask around, right? But we don't know what that's going to bring us.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all we've got is him and these creepers.
And the fact that somebody also made living furniture yesterday, which may or 2 days ago, which may or may not be related.
Yeah.
And we saw the dwarf. He jumped out of the balcony and fled on foot. So we know
he had to. We didn't see him go.
He just jumped over the balcony.
Because it didn't.
He might have jumped up onto the roof.
Because, like you said, it didn't feel like he could fit in the hole, right?
He'd have a good chance of getting stuck in there.
It's a pretty wide. Dwarves are pretty stocky, and this guy was thin for a dwarf, but still a dwarven structure. Like, you got a good look at his face, like pale, kind of gaunt, kind of a patchy beard.
Not like Udamon dwarf, like
no.
Okay.
And like I think maybe he could have fit down the burrowed hole, but not in through the walls. Like Vern and I could barely get through there.
Maybe we just do a little bit of a perimeter search around
I'm gonna
here.
go out onto the balcony and look up how high is it to get up onto the roof from here.
There is a third floor above, and so it would be a bit of climbing past a third floor, and
Is
then
there another set of balconies above?
there
or
is,
it?
What's the room
Yeah,
above?
maybe we go and look at the room above.
If you want
and
to.
see if anybody's staying on that that room.
They do that. I'll go down.
Go down where? Oh, to the alley?
Outside of the alley.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna help you.
All right.
Okay.
Ashton, is there anyone who might know, anyone in town who might know more about like that type of entity or person?
I mean, that's getting out of my wheelhouse, to be honest. If it gets to it, we can. I mean, I know how to get in contact with unscrupulous people, but I don't know if they're going to know anything about any of this anyway.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
We saw him jump. We know he went to the balcony, right?
Yeah, but we don't know up
We
or
don't
down.
know if he went. Okay.
So you two are going down to the street.
Yeah, check the perimeter.
If anyone else wants to join.
Are your shoes good? I can't remember. Are they, Liam asking, are they limitless or is it?
Yes, yeah. But I'm
Okay.
not great at it sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not reliable, but they're limitless. Yeah.
Give me a second.
I saw you're so short.
All shoes are limitless.
Well, I can get up
run
there.
out.
You can get up there. You can bring somebody up there. It's at least 3 of us.
I'll come with.
Okay.
Need some help?
You want to hitch a ride?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
There is a limit.
There is? Oh, there is.
It's 4 hours
Oh,
total throughout a day.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that time limit. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you're still within that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
No worries.
You coming with us?
I'll come with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Ashton down, F.C.G up. All right.
Dorian up. Yep.
I'm up.
Right.
You're up.
You get yourself up?
No, but I'm the one that thought of it.
Sure. Sure. Well, you can just take 2
Up
quick
and down.
trips.
Two trips.
All right. I'll grab you like a little teddy bear and float on up.
That was fun.
All right. One by one, you managed to get your team up onto the. Was it the roof or the next balcony? What do you
Start balcony, probably.
Okay.
The patrol creatures that we encountered the first night on the warehouse.
The Simurg?
The Simurgs. Are they out all the time? Like, are they out
Generally,
now?
yes. They're. I mean, they're not like directly above every building, but there are
been on a roof.
at any given point in time, somewhere between 20 to 40 just in the skies above the Russar across all spires. Kind of just doing patrols in the air, keeping eyes for any sort of scuffles or issues.
All right. Technically trespassing right now, so I suppose we should be careful.
Oh, okay. We'll look around real fast and see if anything looks out of the ordinary, or it looks like somebody maybe jumped up and ran, or any of the is it shingles on the roof? Is it, I don't know what kind of rooftop this
You haven't
is.
gotten to the roof yet, but if you want to, say
we're just in the balcony.
Oh,
we're on the third balcony.
and then
I understand. For some, yes.
Is anyone in that room that we're now creeping on the
perception
outside of the? Okay. Natural 1. Oh.
It's hard to tell. The curtains are currently drawn over.
Curtains are drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Then we'll just go straight up. We'll be quiet on the balcony and we'll keep going up. I understand if you want to.
I like a challenge.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When we went into the walled area, Was it open? Like, could there have been other rooms that we could have visited?
Matt, one lick for yes and 2 for no.
Oh my God!
That was so slow. Because it makes it weird. That's why. No, I mean, you could continue to the right and left in the middle of the wall area, but there were no other entrances or exits that you could see. It was just a tight in-between space between.
What are we talking about again?
Nothing. I don't know anymore.
Crawl spaces. We were in the crawl space.
Indeed. But are you at the balcony?
Yes.
Anything you want to do at the balcony, or continue onward?
I think we wanted to get rooftop.
Okay, so you get up to the roof. Up to that point.
I mean, unless we see like footprints on the rail of the balcony. Do we see footprints?
You do not see footprints on the rail of the balcony. Getting up onto the roof. Pardon me. There aren't necessarily shingles on this rooftop. It looks like it is instead kind of a raised wall barrier of just continued plaster-like material. And over the lip beyond there is a slight kind of almost like a dome shape to the top. And once again, just covered in bird shit, some erg shit, and everything else that flies up there.
Smart.
But
let's look around and see if we can see any disturbances or
something. Yeah.
One of you can, at least 2 of you can make investigation or perception checks, your choice, that are on the roof.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I'll guide you.
Will you? Okay.
You'll be guided.
Birch it. Smirk shit.
Is somebody else going to do one as well, or?
Oh, I will also look if you
19.
Don't want to. It looks like he's
You
got it.
guide yourself.
Well, I didn't. 14.
Well,
Okay. Looking around the lip of this space, the first thing that catches your eye, and you both see this, is not too far from where your balcony was. You can see footsteps, like recent ones that have kind of pushed through some of the fresher bird poop. And based on the gate and the scrape of it, only because you rolled pretty decently on that, it looks fairly recent. Mm-hmm. That's as much as you can make from it. You're uncertain if it was this person's boots or somebody else was escaping to the roof or excited to rush off across it, but...
Yeah, someone was up here.
And do the tracks just continue on, or do they walk, and then stop because they got lifted up and carried away by a bird?
No, you don't. It's not like they kept making tracks. You just see a couple of like 2 or 3 footfalls that kind of like pushed and scraped into where it was once like a dried bed of just white. And you can see where kind of someone was pushing off hard, and as they did, it kind of scraped past, and that's where it left the marking. But then
you see a direction.
Yeah, you see a direction, which is just towards the other side of the roof.
If we go across the roof, is there anywhere they could have jumped to?
You look on the other side, and there is a series of long pipes that are part of the rain drainage that can continue off either corner. And then looking over the top, you can look down into a few other balconies and the very front of the tavern that continues into the main street. And you see people walking past, and carts and business folk. The city is alive before you, 3 stories down.
How close is the nearest rooftop in that direction?
In that direction?
Yeah.
It would probably be about 15 or so feet.
15?
Pretty far.
10 to 15.
10 to 15. Orem heads 15 feet back, and then you see him go, and he leaps across to the other roof. I can, with a running start, do a 15-foot long jump.
Yes, you can.
Are you fucking kidding me with this guy?
Just make an athletics check for me.
Cool.
Sure. Oh, I said 1, but I'm a halfling.
Oh.
And it's a 20.
Oh my god!
Like you can make the jump. This is more about the grace of the landing.
Yeah.
And this is full on, Captain America, like shield down, catch yourself on the opposite side, and stand up. Fair enough. But yeah,
So
look in this other room.
Okay. I want to see if I see those footprints pick up on this side.
Okay. Make another perception check.
Oh, not good at all. That is just a 9.
No sign of any further tracks, no direction.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're going to head back.
I know we went up.
Yeah, that's all we know.
We just know we were looking in the wrong direction, basically.
Maybe we should tell the others so they don't waste time.
Yeah.
The rest of you, what are you doing?
Looking for signs.
Can we see him on the ground?
Make a perception check.
12.
Sorry, you're on the roof looking down.
I'm just looking down to see.
Yeah, you're on the roof. Yeah, you can see them.
All right, then I'm gonna just. Hey, he was on the roof for sure. We should head to the roof. No, don't come up here. It's it's a dead end. Yeah, we'll meet you down there. Orem just checked out another roof, but based on the fact that he's doing this, I think he didn't find anything.
Nothing disturbed in this alley. Nothing weird.
Nothing beyond the ordinary.
Nobody sleeping in this alley. Anything weird?
At the moment, no.
Okay.
Dorian, can you help us down?
Sure.
First?
Sure.
Okay.
I
make our way down.
Tell them
Okay.
what Imogen told me.
Thank God they didn't.
You regather at the base of the back alley.
I'm proud.
You weary way.
All right. So, not much. We can either go down a super long tunnel of doom or go talk to somebody else.
Did it look like he just jumped off of the roof? Or is there anything we could follow here on the ground?
Well, there are these 2 drainage pipes that he could have slid down potentially.
But to the front of the building.
Right. The front sides of the building, right?
He did rent a room here.
He was in the room. Do you think he rented the room that we were?
Sure. I mean, someone had to rent the room, so we could go ask the proprietor if they know who it was who rented the room.
I mean, use a real name.
I've heard crazier idea. At least we would even have a fake name, which is better than no name.
That's true.
Or we could just
How
go
do we-
back to Estros.
Feels like we either. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say steal the logbook. Or at least make a bit of a distraction while one of us takes a peek.
Or we could ask him if it doesn't work, then we steal the logbook. Yeah.
Does no one bribe anymore? Is that just a thing that fell out of fashion where you just bribe somebody?
Oh.
That's just that. Isn't that just the easiest way for everybody?
You do have 200 extra gold.
Why don't you show us how that works?
Do I know?
Kamala the Maven?
Do I know Kamala?
Kamala
I'm-
Maven?
I mean, not like very well, but you've been a patron here before and probably gotten a scuffle or two in the past.
Do I know
Is this where you guys were playing cards?
whether I'm hot
That
or
was the
cold on this particular person's? Am I a nice sight or an ill omen to this
They
person?
seem to appreciate a bit of boisterousness, and
Okay.
the Weary Way is known to be a little rough and tumble, especially this part of the Lantern Spire. So you're not on the Maven shit list.
What room was that? Were we just in? What was the?
Oh, right. I would have totally
We would've
remembered the
remembered
number
it.
when I
Honeymoon
went
suite.
straight through.
Yeah.
I'll just say it's 10.
10.
Sure.
It's room 10. Would you like company? Or do you want to go alone?
Let me try. Well, let me try this alone. Let's see what happens. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk in, go straight to the bar.
Okay, you can see that the Maven is currently in conversation with her patron and kind of glances over as you approach and say, "Hey there, can I get you something?"
Kamal, right?
Kamala.
Kamala.
Yeah.
I'm normally
Great
really a little drunk when I'm here. I need a favor.
Mm-hmm.
So, friends and I kind of got into, well, I would say it was a scuffle, but it was more like somebody kind of jumped us last night. It was not pretty. It did not go well. This person was staying in this establishment.
Huh.
And I was hoping that maybe very quietly I could just get a name and I could make sure that whatever conversation I have to have with this person, once I know who they are, happens far away from here.
I'm sorry. Come back here in a minute. I gotta have a
Selling of
conversation
10
here.
gold over.
Honey, I'm extremely appreciative, but I run a very stern business here.
Going to grab 10 more gold. It's 20.
Make a persuasion check with advantage for the second.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is not my forte, so we'll see how this goes.
Sounds like fun.
Next one.
Oh, wow! 17, which for me is amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. Well, let's just say, depending on what room they were staying in, I might have some information. I don't like other patrons being brought untoward violence.
Might have been a dwarf. Might have been
Durga.
a bit of a problem in the last couple days.
Right, we heard noises, and there's some busted up furniture in that room last night.
They hurt one of my people real bad. Real bad.
All right, yeah. I think I know the creep you're talking about. Weird looking fella.
Yeah.
Kind of pasty, clammy skin.
Very pasty.
Bribing. Yes.
Duggar.
Is the answer.
Duggar's the name.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
Duggar.
Duggar?
That's all I got in the book here. I've been renting that room out for about a month now.
Whoa.
Off and on. They're not there often, but they've been paying steady.
Well, I should warn you. They were making a little noise about having like a secret hideaway in there. I think they might have been stashing something a little illegal. I don't know what. I'm not into that clearly, but
I'm gonna go ahead and have a look at that.
Just letting you know. And I promise the next time I come here, I'm going to get so drunk that I pass out before I break anything. Thank you.
Appreciate your patience.
Yes.
Kind of goes and takes the this kind of bar towel and starts wiping the counter, and then sweeps the rest of the money off to the side into a pouch and keeps cleaning up.
I'm going to skip outside. Fucking got it!
It worked.
Yeah!
We learned something here today.
Oh, it's just, oh man.
What happened?
I did it. I was like, I put the money out, got the name, got a little bit of like flavor to it. It was great.
What did you say?
I was like,
just relive the whole moment.
Yeah,
I want to live vicariously.
I don't know. I was really cool about it though. I did have to. I doubled the money. That was really cool.
Oh, cool,
Yeah, it was really cool.
That would have been really impressive to see.
20 gold. 20 gold.
Did you get to do that like the cool push?
I did. I did
Oh,
the second time. I did the push. It was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I was.
What'd you get?
Oh fuck! Hold on. Duggar.
Wait, don't say it so loud.
Duggar. Yeah. Apparently been staying there for like a month on and off. So I think he'd been maybe using that little tunnel to like meet with his creepy, shadowy fucking things.
If he was staying here on and off.
On and off.
I wonder if he had other drop points in other rooms that he would rent at other taverns across.
Maybe.
And we know that he was compelling Danis to get stuff for him, right?
Yes.
This broomstone stuff.
Yes.
And that stuff is serious. Like that's no fucking around.
So for the last month or so, he's been coordinating to smuggle in illegal broomstone powder or something, and then also coordinating with strange little creepy things.
We don't know if there's any connection to the Ivory Syndicate for this yet, do we?
You do not.
Okay.
That would be a line of inquiry and investigation.
Yeah, that's like I just like this. This is like a lot of intense shit. So
Well, it seems quite unlikely that Danis was their only source and contact. They must have others, and this has to be a whole operation, right?
That area that the textiles warehouse was in, that's like a factory area, right? Or like a warehouse area?
It's an industrial space, yeah.
Must have been some sort of important operation, important enough to kill Bertrand for it. If it was just petty theft or smuggling.
And Danis, they killed both of them.
Your turn, sir. Well, we could ask around about the name Duggar, or we could ask around about like who might be interested in buying or selling broomstone.
Why would we be buying Broomstone. Like, that's crazy. Like, what?
Do they mine brimstone here? Where do they find it?
Yeah.
I would say make a history check. And
Dorian.
I think it would be just
Don't
you.
cheer too loud. That would be an Ocho 8.
8. Yeah. You're not that familiar with Broomstone. Like for most of you, the only thing you know is that Broomstone is carefully lauded and controlled by the Alsfarin Union.
Alsfarin Union.
Is it a guild out of Ank'Harel?
Oh.
That is the only place that builds sky-ships in Exandria.
The Alsfarin Union.
But you're uncertain about the sourcing. Like you don't recall or have experienced any or come across any information about how the Broomstone is gathered, where it's gathered, how much there is. But you just know you've only really seen it as part of a skyship construction.
Well, they must have union representatives here, right? Maybe if we go to the Airy Spire.
I hate to say
Oh, that's where they land, right?
Mm-hmm.
we've got a lot of loose ideas here, but it really feels like we're in over our heads.
We could take this name to Lord Estros.
I would think Estros is our best bet at the moment.
Is the other little birdies out?
Yeah.
Maybe they found something by now.
All right.
So I have a good feeling about him. I don't mind, taking him in confidence.
He seems earnest and sad.
Yeah, lonely for sure.
Yeah.
Great baker.
Pretty good.
His frosting.
The frosting was
made
really
a big difference.
It made a big difference, yeah.
I don't know, maybe see what leads he can throw our way, and then we keep our eyes and ears open for all these things that we're talking about, but we don't really know how to pursue.
Yeah, maybe on the way back to Lord Estros' place, any taverns or inn we see, any inns, let's just go ask if Duggar's staying there.
Okay. Not bad. Okay. So with a description and a name, you begin to journey back towards the Estros estate with the intent of seeing what threads can be plucked. And as you begin your journey in that direction, we're going to take a break. It is time for that. We'll be back here in a few minutes to see where this investigation leads. See you shortly.
Ashton with the brown.
Well, take a break. I'm going to change location because my feet are freezing. And, okay. Thank you. And, well, see you soon to continue the event. I won't say that yet.